It's starting to pick up here in Atlanta with mostly media, campaign staff, law enforcement, and hotel security here at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Atlanta. Now, about 30 minutes ago, we were asked to move from the ballroom where the event is being held because they're conducting the second security sweep right now. Yes, I'm live here in Atlanta at the Hyatt Regency, and like you said, CBS, no affiliate, has been able to call this race. Yes, and I've seen several police officers since I set up about 10 minutes ago. There is a church right here, but the establishment, the plaza where it happened, is right there. Now, the DEA is apologizing for the mix-up, but the family says their apology and just offering to fix the door is just not enough. People affectionately referred to her as Bo, and they say that if you knew her, you loved her. One, including a tractor trailer, and GSP told me that they've worked several already today. Details are coming out of Memphis tonight as police search for a possible serial rapist. Just before 6, we learned the identity of the man who was killed. This community of gamers is close-knit, and many times they find themselves playing with people that aren't even in the same time zone. When they arrived, they say that they saw heavy smoke and fire coming from the back of that home. Well, it was a close call for a woman and 5 Dallas police officers this morning as North Texas deals with heavy rain and flooding across their area. The crowd is still sounding excited. They still have quite a few speakers that will speak, and we'll just keep you updated as we learn more. Reporting live in Atlanta, Amber Worthy, News 12 Now.
A friend of a man charged with attempted murder of a Chattanooga police officer speaking out, sharing his side of the story.
He says his friend pulled a gun on him before the suspect pulled a gun on police. News 12's Amber Worthy is live at the police department with the details.
Yes, John and Emily, he reached out to our newsroom saying that he wanted to share his side of the story that wasn't listed in the arrest affidavit for that suspect. He also wants to thank the police officers who he says saved countless lives, including that suspect.
Somebody saw him with that gun in my head. They called the police.
Gerald says that call sent several Chattanooga police officers to an apartment complex on Tunnel Boulevard on June 16th of this year. Dispatch told us that night that it was a disorder involving a weapon that was called in around 7:30. That's where the arrest report says they found Joel Harris with a 9mm gun.
And he puts this gun in the clip, puts it to my head like this. And so when I turned my head like this, I told him, I said, boo, if you shoot me with that gun, you're not going to get away with it. They're going to catch you.
The arrest report says they approached Harris. He fled, and mid-chase, Harris fired a gunshot at an officer who was standing in front of multiple apartments. That officer returned fire. Another officer got to the scene, and the report says that Harris fired a gun at that officer as well, who then returned fire, striking Harris in the leg.
I feel like he put those cops' life in danger. They could have killed him. They shot him in the leg. They could have killed him.
The report says that after Harris was shot, he was still holding the gun that he fired at officers. The officers say they ordered him to put the gun down, and a short time later, police say he did, and he was taken into custody.
I would tell them, thank them for responding, and they got time off, paid leave, or whatever it is, and they got suspended, discipline, and they were only doing their job, because I feel like if he's shooting at them, he would have definitely shot me and killed me. He could have shot me and killed me with that gun. But the police was there, and they really basically saved me, and everybody else that was around.
And those 2 Chattanooga police officers have returned to full duty. Now Harris is set to appear before a judge in December on that attempted murder of a Chattanooga police officer. Reporting live in Chattanooga, Amber Worthy, News 12 Now.
There's kids' toys all over the place. They probably had to step over kids' toys, and they still threw 3 different flashbangs. One hit my son's room, one hit me.
The DEA is apologizing to the Rink family for bursting in with the Bradley County Sheriff's Office, only later finding out it was the wrong home.
I think somebody's breaking in my house. I go get my gun, trying to protect my family, like what the dad would do.
This father of 4 says just before 6 a.m., he thought he heard an intruder, so he grabbed his weapon. Instead, he encountered police officers with their guns drawn.
So they opened the door, they had seen all them guns, I just turned around. Because if that's why everybody was saying, you know, if I was 5 steps up or 3 steps up, they'd have pulled the trigger. I had a gun, you know, and they think I'm a murder suspect.
A murder suspect wanted in connection with the death of this Johnson City woman.
Situations such as these are tragic, and DEA takes them very seriously. We intend to look into this matter further and to take steps to ensure such situations such as this never occur again.
Left with a smoke-filled house, damage to their door, but more importantly, the family says their son was temporarily blinded and deaf from the flashbang grenade. His parents say he's traumatized.
Now I might have to come sleep upstairs or something, so he might feel safe in his own house to go to sleep because somebody didn't do their job correctly.
And Rink says he doesn't understand the explanation for the mix-up.
Houses look similar. Really, that's so like, well, they look similar, and we were told it had a white car. Well, I had a Yukon, and I had a Camry, and they were white. And they said we had a white car. So we just got your house, it looks similar. That's not a mistake to make. Like you have, I mean, hell, you could have looked at the mailbox. Like,
when they see that face walk in that room,
it's worth it all.
Hey, how are you? Over the summer, a large tumor was found in 3-year-old Axton's head, but that hasn't taken the smile off of his face or the joy out of his heart. Saturday, volunteers gave him another reason to smile.
Oh, that is cool.
That smile.
Oh, he said thank you.
This is the room that Axton will share with his brother Asher, a special place designed and brought to life by Special Spaces. This is an organization that has renovated 1,000 rooms for children like Axton.
Fire truck, that's cool.
The fire truck theme was perfect because the family has received so much support from its church, community, and first responders all over the area. Plus, the kids' show Paw Patrol is one of Axton's favorites too. This restored fire hose, actual fireman's helmet, and hand-painted mural that doubles as a puzzle are just a few additions to Axton's special space.
So I do all the murals on the walls, and I do it because it needs to be done. But most of their money right now is going toward medical expenses and everything else. So, I mean, they just aren't able to do this right now.
This is perfect, huh? Exactly.
and so we just want people to come and volunteer. They can come and help on a room. They can donate money. They can talk to us. Word of mouth is how we get our money.